time.
All right, let's talk about blacks.
All right.
Why
you
running
wait a minute, I
around?
want to go. My brother came back from the airborne in Vietnam, and he told me, and that of the bodies that he took out as a medical officer, he said, 50% of those guys were black kids.
Mm-hmm.
Served in the United States and Vietnam. This was it was a crack frontline unit, and these were American blacks who died in higher numbers for their country in Southeast Asia in that war than did white Americans, as a matter of fact, in the Vietnam War. Now, how can you be against a race which contains people who are out there fighting for their country just as much as white Christian Protestant Americans are?
That's something else that needs to be cleared up, Pat. We're not against the black race. We're not against. We believe in free enterprise for this country. We believe that everyone should have the same rights.
Well,
Right
Mr.
now-
Wizard, it says
now, wait a
right
minute.
here. Wait a minute,
Right
Mr.
now-
Wizard. Let me interrupt you
I-
for a minute, Mr. Wizard. It
You
says
didn't
right
let
here,
me finish.
you believe in the final solution, which is black repatriation to Africa. Now, do you really
Abraham
think
Lincoln. But now
you're
look,
running
I'm
around on
not,
this
I'm
bed
not going to
sheet?
be cut off in the middle.
No, but I'm not going to be shut
very-
off either. You're running around on a bed sheet. I don't have the bed sheet. But I just want to tell you, I want to ask you this question. Can you imagine this country?
What has tended to make you more liberal?
Well, realization that the Negro is a human being like anyone else.
Mr. Hasty, what did you think we were before you began to think of us as human beings?
Well, in a way, we thought of you almost as a very superior pet. Something, or rather someone, we had to take care of. Because we had to do so much of their thinking for them. We had to do almost everything for them except living their own lives. Anything outside, we had to do for them.
So Daisy was my
on sides of like a battle of thoughts. Like, because they say things that can easily just be refuted. We have this Ku Klux Klan member in the 80s spouting all this nonsense about race, politics, ebonics, and all this shit. And then the shit that's just mind-boggling to me, when they talk this ebonic stuff and all this whatnot, it's never the fit, chiseled person or like the blonde like surfer chick, or if you feel me, it's never the bad chicks or nothing, or the studs or nothing. It's always some fat slob or some aged out, like just aged out dork. It never fails. It honestly never fails. Because this guy is in the 80s spouting the same nonsense that we have people like Nick Fuentes talking about today. Nick Fuentes is supposedly a martyr. We all know who Nick Fuentes is. He's going to make an appearance in this video, sadly. This video really hurt me to make. I'm going to be totally honest with you. It got to the point where it's actually just funny to me. And you see, hey, what's good, shoot? He had to bear this shit with me too, but it's actually just funny to me. Like it started to just become funny to me because it showed these people don't really think hard about nothing, especially in 2026. Back then, they was already dumb. I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest, because being racist in 1980 was super stupid. Because it's like getting you get a ride to work every day, right? You get a free bus ride to work every day, and you mad at the motherfucker that gotta walk 3 miles to get to work. You going to the same place. You just mad because they get to go to the same place. They gotta walk 3 miles though. You get to get the bus there, the bus back. You good. Get home. By the time the kids getting off school, all types of shit. It don't make a slivering ounce of sense. But we had these people, right, that emerged and they've grifted. It's really the Asian wave of the grifters. You have grifters in so many senses of like, we're going to do a video on grifters too. Well, I'm going to do a video on grifters. Hopefully y'all come in, tap in, watch that shit too. But it's so many motherfucking grifters. in so many fields of grifting that it's a griftpocalypse right now. I'm telling you, that's what it need to be called, because you have people that didn't have any foot in politics, didn't care about politics. They had channels where they literally talked about other things, focused on other things, and now they came out the wazoo speaking all about brown, black people, all this, all these laws and shit, policies and shit, things they don't know about. They talk about religions they don't know about, religions that was made by occultists that just wanted to control the people, religions that was made in countries that had nothing to do with their people to even begin with, religions that was used to indoctrinate their people, religions that was literally laughed at and literally like scoffed at by the kings of their people. That's a whole nother video in a whole nother tangent, in a whole nother part of the world. That's just a whole nother time. But see, that's just a whole nother rabbit hole, because it's so much, like, it's so sad. It's so sad how high the low intelligence is in this world. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I ain't even the smartest cat in the, like, I ain't the smartest cat at the park, my nigga. Like, I ain't the sharpest tool in the box. Like, ain't that right, little homie? Like, I'm really not. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I could tell good and well what's going on right now. You got a new code coming up. Because Christianity was already informed by the code. You had people in robes walking around in the shadows writing shit in books, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. That's what it was. People was walking around in robes. They was writing down things in the books and stuff, saying this is what we're going to tell the people. And they was passing it down, dying behind the shit and whatnot. Sacrificing shit behind the shit. Like, oh, shit. Oh, Lord. But it even shows you how we have come a long, far way. Because in the second clip, the guy he's still blatantly racist. And I'm going to be totally honest, I don't care for racist people in 2026, because they're not going to do nothing. The racist people in 2026, they're pretty pussy, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not the, like, 50s, like, or 40s. They're not getting nothing out in blood. They not doing. They just talking. That's all they just talking. And then the ones that are talking, bro, they're not even a threat. It's like Nick Fuentes. Like you just blow. He just fall over. Like what? There's no way. Nick Fuentes looks like a pipsqueak. Like he looks like a school shooter. He looks like the FBI fucking case file for a school shooter. Fat ass head, skinny ass neck, scrawny ass shoulders. He looks like disheveled, bro. He looks like it's just bad, bro. Like he never lifted a weight in a day in his life, bro. Talking all this hoopla. It's crazy to me, bro. It's insane to me. And this is who they follow. The big martyr is Nick Fuentes. And then he not even white, he Mexican, bro. That's a pale ass Mexican. Don't get me wrong, he was a pale. It's actually crazy to me. Like, he pale Mexican, and he rumored to be gay too. But Nick Fuentes basically spouting the same shit this KKK member was spouting in 20. That's like what 40, almost 50 fucking years ago. Like he was spouting the same thing this guy was spouting almost 50 years ago. That's weird. I mean, not really weird, but he's basically just like a KKK wannabe when you think about it. And it's very low intelligence. It's stupid. I don't know. It's sad for real. It's really sad. Because you have these people, they don't go live life, right? They don't try to go live life at all. They get on their phones, they're chronically online, and they type in these echo chambers about how people are after them, they're under attack, and yet when they go outside, all they do is brush shoulders with people that look nothing like them, and they don't experience those problems. I walk through the world every day. The job I have to interact with people of all types of walks of life, all colors, all ages. And I'm gonna be totally honest. Like that racist stuff, like the Nick Fuentes talk and all that shit. And I be in the white areas, like I'm like a fly in a glass of milk type shit, right? I don't really run into that shit. I mean, I do run into some people. They might walk across the street. I am a pretty. I'm a black man in America. I mean, shit. But still, for the most part, I don't really be dealing with that. Nobody say nothing stupid or nothing. You feel me? Like it's only you only go online, you see some crackhead shit like this, and people is touting it up. It's always no profile picture. No profile picture. Even in 2026, no profile picture, but they proud to say nigger or something like that. Bro, they were saying this shit in 1980. The white people made up the word. That's how I know, like, the racism today is so pussy, bro. Because in the 1980s, they were saying this shit with no effort. With no effort. And now y'all fighting for the right to say, you feel me? It's just crazy to me. It don't even make sense. Y'all fighting for the right and fighting for survival in your gated community. Bro, who's really buying this shit? And the craziest part about it, you had a Ku Klux Klan member saying this shit in 1980. 1980. At this point, Nick Fuentes might be a CIA. I'm gonna be honest. And the other little birdies that chirp when he chirp are either they're just full out grifting, or they might be CIA too. Because how on earth y'all spouting this same KKK bullshit from the 40 years ago, and you've seen how much the world has progressed, how much like things have improved actually since that guy has said those things, and that was 40 some years ago, and he's spouting the same rhetoric you guys are talking about, the same points. Y'all haven't even evolved the points. You're like, that's how stupid you people are. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's how slow these groypers are. You haven't even evolved the points that the KKK clan made that he got like just shredded on stage for. Like he was walking back all of his points. He's walking back every single one of his points. And the funniest thing about that, he was doing that 40 years ago. And when you run into these motherfuckers in real life, any one of these motherfuckers that talk all that groyper shit or anything, and if you was to bring any steam to them, they would walk it back too. So it's like, so what really is this, bro? I'm so convinced that like I'll say 99.99999% of the people that talk this stuff don't do nothing when they're by themselves. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Black neighborhoods, white neighborhoods, Hispanic neighborhoods, and even within those communities, Asian neighborhoods, you have a separation between those people. You have Mexican neighborhoods, Dominican neighborhoods, for example, neighborhoods where Chinese people live only, or only Japanese people. Even within the race, the certain ethnicities there are still separating each other out around ethnic backgrounds. So you're trying to tell me that somehow inviting all these people here who speak different languages, different cultures, different values, different systems would look at you less than they would at their own people? You didn't know that this cohesion was all a lie? All multiculturalism does and diversity is destabilize.
So you got this guy. I ain't gonna lie, I used to watch this guy's videos a year or two ago, when he used to make videos about like men improvement, tell people to go hit the gym or some shit. Not even some red pill shit. Like, go hit the gym, finances and shit. But then I remember he started making videos about like black people and passport bros, basically saying like if you black, you can't bag nothing outside your race, and if you do bag something outside your race, they just have a fetish for you, basically. Which for the most part, maybe I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's people that just I don't discriminate. That's what I first came to the conclusion. Yeah, but something awful, buddy, and I stopped watching the videos for real, because it was just kind of weird for real. Because, mind you, now he's talking about he's going full grift. I said earlier it's a griftpocalypse. Okay, he's going full grift now on the politician vibe, right? He's going full politic. And he's embarked on the full, like, racist journey with a cape. Talking about brown and black people, don't let them into your country. If you let them into your country, cohesion is bad for you. Cohesion literally leads to upheaval. Cohesion is just going to bring hell among people. It's just going to bring hell spawn, basically. And brown black people are demon semens. That he ain't said that, but he might as well have said that, basically. And the shit that's interesting to me, when these guys, they make these bold claims and statements and act like they care about like these crimes and whatnot. But when these people that look like them do these crimes, they don't care. You have the Epsteins of the world, but they'll scream Diddy 10 times a day. the Epsteiners is still free, and they'll scream Diddy 100 times a day. Shit, Diddy is an evil person, a terrible person, demon semen. But you get what I'm saying, right? It's pretty loud and clear at the same time, to be totally honest. A lot of these people that tout this rhetoric they don't stand behind nothing they say. They don't stand for anything. Cause this guy, he's not even from America. He wasn't born in America. He squeaked out an American accent somehow, some way. Well, he's an actor, so hey, he's grifting 1,000%. Like he knows how to shift and shapeshift somehow. So yeah, that makes a little sense. But he's from Romania, and he's talking about cohesion, and you don't let these people in. So in between the lines, he's basically saying don't let them in if they're not white. Because in Romania, this is what they sound like.
Să nu fie singurel, Popaidele, da, da, la.
Da, nu mă șei.
Popaidele, da, da, la. Dacă așa-i place la mândra.
Aiucă-iu, aiucă-iu. Când vii bade pe la...
I'm a new generation of white person. I'm not living around blacks. Sorry. You know, I want white kids, and I don't want my white kids bringing home black people to marry. It's racial for me. And call me racist. Oh, very Christian of you. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it couldn't be clearer, really, unless you want to say that's another of your jokes. But you're basically saying, yeah, I'm a racist, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with saying you're a racist?
Totally. I think everybody's racist.
Many people who have assumed that you're racist will now have heard it from your own lips. That's fine.
There you go.
That's the point. The point of this interview is to go over the things you've said, which have led people to reach conclusions about you, and to ascertain whether those conclusions are fair and reasonable or not. That's it. I want to play you another clip. This is where you talk about why white people are justified in being racist. Let's take a listen to this.
First, white people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them.
You stand by that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So white people should go out of their way to avoid black people when they see them.
Absolutely. They would be wise.
Why?
Because it's a lose-lose proposition. If you're Irina Zarutska and
This is who they look up to. Nick Fuentes. Like, the dude literally is shackled up in a room in his house somewhere with a city background with a suit and tie. He has a suit and tie. He's a wannabe newscaster of some sort that just spouts evil. Well, not even. I don't even want to say evil because nothing he does has any power behind it. He's pussy. His followers are pussy. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Like, he looks like a dweeb. His body proportion is
to them, right? Whites just thought, hey, if we subvert ourselves enough to this system, if we give blacks and minorities everything they want, it's really the blacks that they've pitted against, right? Because we have that history of slavery and they try to use that, they try to extend it to all the minorities now, but that's not really taking like they wanted it to. But here we have a non-white man talking to several non-whites. We take a look at the room here, discussing the future of race consciousness of white Americans.
Basically cynically toying with partnering with this so-called anti-racist movement, and that is going to back whites against the wall and cause them to start seeing things racially in a way that they haven't in more than a generation, and that the net result of those two phenomena is that we are going to be headed to a conflict that nobody knows the way out of. And what's more, unlike our first Civil War, there's not even a geographic description of a solution. Right?
I'm not sure about that, though, because you have quite a lot of whites that are no longer interested or exhausted in their own identity who are not going to be taking up that war. So it gets a lot more complicated than white versus black.
I agree it's more complicated, but do you see a way that it ends acceptably? I mean, you have a well-armed rural white population that is now correctly understanding that it is being targeted by a mob that claims it's guilty of all sorts of things that it actually isn't guilty of yet.
We certainly don't condone violence.
Race war. What do these people know about race war? Like the guy said in the video, he said they were like rural white folk that like just found out how to use Twitter or some shit, basically. so it's just funny to me how you think these people that you know how rural white folk are. I mean, y'all don't talk about them like how y'all talk about the poor black folk, but rural white folk got it pretty rough up top in the mental. They not the brightest bulbs or the sharpest tools in the toolbox. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty fucking dumb, actually. Pretty stupid. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. That wouldn't be a threat because I think rural white people that live like in the hills, hillbillies and shit. I think hillbillies are dumber than people in the hood. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. You got hillbillies that don't go to school. They tend to farm. They don't care about that shit. Some of them are inbred. This is a fact. In the 2026, in the big 2026, some of these people in those areas are inbred. Scientifically proven though, so you can't strike me for nothing. There's videos that really documented these things. And I find it very, very funny to me that anybody really thinks that would be a threat. These people, they're not a threat. They're not a threat at all. And you guys can't take out the black people. One, because the country is so fucked up economically wise. It's not valuable to just house white people anymore. Thank your elites for that, okay? That's who you should thank. That's who you should look at. And even if there was no black people in the 17, 16, 14, whatever the fuck hundreds, a lot of white people are still getting fucked over by the kings of their land, just like today. And it's gotten to the point, at least back in the day, they were smart enough to like look up and go at the king or some shit, or at least try to and get your head chopped off. But today, these people, they're pretty stupid, right? And they're so dumb they won't even look up and see the real problem. They're like, no, we're gonna go to the poor people, and we're gonna pick on the poor people that are poorer than us. We're gonna pick on the people that had less than us, because somehow, some way, they're right where we are. Man, you goofy. That's really what's going on in between the lines of it all. Because what else is the government going to give you? Y'all want more land? More what? Like, this groper shit. Like, what is this groper shit even really all about when you really think about it? I'm so fucking confused when I really try to wrap my head around this shit. Because I'm coming across that 40-year-old video of the KKK member, him touting the same stupid bullshit that they're touting today. And nothing has come from it. It hasn't progressed nothing at all. It hasn't progressed in any way. You guys haven't even evolved the thoughts, bro. That's how slow and stupid you people are. You guys haven't even evolved the thoughts that were refuted, and the guy backpedaled on from 40-some years ago, the Klan member. And y'all are saying the same exact things. But sadly, you guys are getting paid for it somehow, some way. I don't know how. And it's just funny to me. Like, it's funny to me. Because Nick Fuentes is going to roll around with 2015 security guards. This lady lives in a fucking chamber, bubble, whatever. That dude, Legion, he don't even live in fucking America. He's not from America. And these are the people they look up to. And then the people that follow this bullshit, they're not going to step and do nothing. And the ones that will try to step and do something, they're pretty fucking stupid. And the rich motherfuckers that are really about that shit, like Elon Musk and the Bill Gates, that really don't like black people, they do fucked up things with their money to black people. But that's the only thing we really have to worry about. The rich people who talk this shit. And they don't even talk this shit so blatantly. But it is getting confusing, perplexing. It's strange times we're living in right now. Ah, fuck. I really rambled off on this little pig right here. Little piggy. It's crazy.